goodness in ourselves.
Sorry. Can you please repeat? Why are we praying? Why do we begin our sessions with prayer?
And I think, Uncle, to invoke the goodness in ourselves.
To invoke the goodness within ourselves. Okay, very nice. What else?
Uncle, prayers get your mind in a sort of calm state.
Very good. To keep our mind focused, to make our mind focused. Very nice. Why else? What else is the reason? What about you?
Shlokas have vibrations that are good for our body.
Okay. Can you both hear what he's saying?
Uncle, it was a bit soft.
Shlokas have vibrations that help our body.
Okay. Any other reason? Good. All you said is correct. One is to invoke that divinity within us. Then to make the mind focused. And whatever the vibrations that you are chanting, they help. But much more will be when you realize the meaning of what you are saying. Remember, when you have to do anything in life, you have to be clear why you are doing, what is the purpose of doing. What is the purpose of our sessions? Why are we involved in this chanting and contemplation? Excuse me, studies.
Uncle, one is mainly to understand who we are as a person, and then to, improve ourselves.
Okay. What about Anita?
Uncle, I think to understand how the world works.
To understand how the world works. Okay. Aditya?
Understanding the true self and understanding what are misunderstandings that we have picked up across many years.
To understand what reality is and what is the incorrect understanding we have picked up about reality. Yeah. Okay. Hari Om Namit.
Hari Om, sir.
So what is the purpose of our session, Namit?
Sir, we are chanting because to purify our mind and also to know who we are, and also we have contemplated on the uses of sukta, and for all those we are learning for accuracy, precision, and melodious. Even if one single mistake in the intonations happens, if there's an up symbol, there are two up symbols, and we above a there is one up symbol, but we say in dirgha form. So then it will completely change. So that's why we are chanting, and we are contemplating basically the whole contemplation, whatever it is, Bhagavad Gita shlokas or based on meditations or the question, it's all about day-to-day life or about our true self.
Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. So what each one of you stated is really nice. So you have to be very, very clear before you take up anything, why you are taking that up. So like Namit said, fundamental misunderstanding is there about life, about who I am truly. What is this world? What is the connection between me and this world? Look at life. All your tensions, worries come in life because what somebody else is doing to you. See, you never get worried or tense because this finger is there. And when you're eating food, you're not worried. Will this finger go against me? You're not worried like that. Whereas that finger, no, you're worried. That finger may come and poke me. That finger may slap me. So you always have some kind of there is an other, and the other may do something to me. So there is a fundamental feeling with which you start life. In that, is it truly the reality? Is it the reality? What is reality? That which is not changing, that which must be permanent, that which must be a truth. So only on examination can we find out the reality, because reality cannot be seen, because this whole world is like one wonderful magical movie theater. When you're looking at the movie, it looks so real. There is villain coming, there is hero coming, and there is some escape scene happening, some stealing happening, songs are happening, dance are happening, so many nice scenes are happening. You're so lost in the scenes. All these things, because you're so involved with the scene. And this, is it the reality? That's the question you ask. Not that there's anything wrong with the show. Show is okay. There's nothing wrong with the potato chips, no. There's nothing wrong with the burger, no. What is wrong with it? Nice. I love it. It's okay. But to fix your feelings based on that causes a lot of grief in life. You know what they told me? How can they say like that? So all this is how people suffer in life. What was supposed to be an enjoyable show, as little children, everybody enjoys. But as they start growing up, little, as the mustache starts coming, or as you become little older, you start becoming, what life is. You become very serious, stiff. Life now starts becoming, how can they say like that? How can they do like that? All these come. Why? Fundamental lack of clarity about who I am and what this world, and what is my relationship to this world.
But can't we say that we get like that when we get older because we have more responsibilities? But whereas when we're children, we don't have any responsibilities and people are taking care of us. That's why we don't have any worries.
Okay, very good question. So did you understand the question? Can anybody else frame the question? What you understood? What is the question that is being asked?
Don't you get more serious because of the increasing responsibilities as you grow?
Very good. So what it means is, as you are getting older, something called as responsibility is increasing. So therefore, you're supposed to get more serious in life. As you're younger, there is no responsibility. But as you're older, you have more responsibility. So we have to understand, what is this thing called as responsibility? What is the nature of responsibility? What do you mean by responsibility?
Like, for example, if you have a family, you have to take care of them. You have to earn money, or you have to cook for them. Or if you have a job, you have to work properly.
Very good. Now let us look at, Aditi. Yeah, go ahead.
Uncle, I think it's when you're expected to do something for everyone else.
Okay. So now let us look at a child's life. Okay. The poor child has to wake up. At what time? At the time the mother or the father says. The child wants to sleep. This is Sunday, I want to take rest. But the mother is saying, wake up, 6 o'clock. Is that okay? No. The child has to go and brush. Child doesn't want to brush. Just sit. But the mother or father says, go brush. You're stinking. So they have to wake up. They have to brush. Does it end there? No. Drink for your health. Milk, I don't want to drink. But the baby has to drink, the child has to drink. Why? Mother or father says so. My God, what a responsibility for the child. It doesn't want to drink, but it has to drink now. Then, is that over? No. What do you want to do today? I just want to sit and watch TV. You idiot. Is that the way to spend your time? No. Come here. Do this. What? What is this? Chant. What am I chanting? Shloka. Why am I chanting? You chant first. Learn how to chant. I don't want to chant. No, you chant. So, a child's life, is it any less responsible? My God, so much of things are being imposed on the child. Isn't it?
Yeah, but all of these are like someone is there for you who's telling you to do this, right? But as an adult, you have to do it by yourself, and you have to know.
Oh, so as a child, do you think you can escape from doing it yourself? You go to school, your teacher says, this is the homework. You are responsible to do the homework. If you don't do the homework, come tomorrow. I will call your parents. So isn't it any less responsible work? Yes, good.
Uncle, for example, when you are a kid, you're being told what you need to do when. So at home, the daily activities, you know that your parents want you to do it at this particular time, you finish it. Homework is also like that. So you need to take it the next day, so you finish it. But once you're an adult and you like start working, you know you have to maintain your own routine and you have to keep yourself healthy. So you have no one to spoon feed you and tell you this is what you need to do. So you need to make up all your plans earlier and do it yourself.
Not really, no. As an adult, for husband, wife is telling constantly what to do. For wife, husband is constantly telling what to do. Then
What if you're not married?
when they have children, children are telling what to do. If you don't have, if you're not married, if you don't have children, friends are telling you what to do. Then your television is telling you what to do. Then your people around you are telling what to do, what not to do. Is it ever possible that you can escape this society and somewhere say, I will go somewhere where there is nobody to tell me what to do? No. So whether you are a child or so-called an adult, the situations around are similar. They're not same, they're similar. You have the responsibility of finishing the homework. As an adult, no, you go to some place called an office. There's a teacher called a boss. And the boss says, do this. If you don't do this, I'll cut your tail. Sorry, not a tail. I'll cut your salary. So then this fellow comes, yo, I have to do this for salary. Che. I wish he wasn't there. The dirty fellow boss. He's constantly harassing me to do work. So is it really possible then? Same thing. Situation has changed. There the teacher was telling, here boss is telling. There I have to complete it because I don't know why, but I have to complete. Here also I have to complete it because I have to have money. Why? I don't know, but I have to have money. That's what everybody has told me. So you see, the scenes are different, but the similarities are there. So the cause of the so-called worry, even for a child, see, not all the children are happy-go-lucky these days. Look at children right from there in the womb, no, they're being taught. You know that, right? There are some programs which bring your child as early as it is in the womb. From the womb only, the child is being taught. Then as soon as the child is 1 year, it has to go to these classes. Second year, these classes. Complete these things. Milestones, exams. What is your goal? Every adult is constantly asking you, what is your aim in life? What is your aim in life? What is my aim in life? What should I do? You look around. Okay, I will just give an answer. Okay, I want to be. Then they constantly ask you, okay, why you want to be? You only asked me what you want to be, so I told you. So now why are you asking me why you want to be? So Is it any less stressful being a child? To me, it feels like, my God, how are you all living? So difficult. So much of responsibility. You have to dance, you have to sing, you have to be able to tell stories, you have to be able to write exams, get good marks, be a good son, be a good daughter, always, never watch TV, never watch mobile, don't giggle with your friends, come back home early on time, wake up at time. Whew. So, where is the escape from this? When is the escape? As an adult, can you escape? As a child, can you escape? No. Situations are changing. So that is why one needs to understand from where is this stress about the work is coming. Everything is a work. Whether the teacher has given you, whether the boss has given you, whether the husband has given you, whether the wife has given you, whether the child has given you, whatever, the nature of the work may be different, but everything is a work. So in that work, what is the source of the tension? That needs to be identified. Then the work becomes easy, as easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Then what you do with it? After you do lemon squeezy, what do you do? What do you do? You can add sugar or salt depending upon what you want. Add sugar or salt, and then after yum, sir, that's how easy it will be. So it is not that the work is the problem. You have to understand what is the source of the tension. Source of the tension is the attachment to the fruit of the action. Work is what? Action. I do something. Why am I doing? I have an aim. So having an aim and doing the action, no tension. See, aiming for something is not a tension. I want to go to movie, not a tension. I want to write this exam, not a tension. I'm preparing for the exam, not a tension. Will I get 95 marks or not? What if I don't get 95 marks? That causes the tension. So that is why we are contemplating on Bhagavad Gita. So this fellow called Sri Krishna, clever fellow, thousands of years back only, he saw, oh, this is the fundamental problem of human beings. What? They are constantly in an illusion. They constantly misunderstand the world. They don't know who they are. Because of that, they constantly get into trouble in life. Whether as a child, whether as an adult, as an old person, they get into trouble. So the best way to help them is to help them realize the reality of life. When you realize the reality of life, you live life based on the reality, not based on the illusion. When you start living life based on the reality, then you have escaped the troubles of life. There's nothing to really escape in life. You don't have to run away from anything. It's not the work that causes the tension. It is how you deal with that work that causes the tension. For you, me, Narendra Modi, for everybody, it is 24 hours a day. You and I may feel that, my God, I have worked for 6 hours, I'm so tired. And that fellow, Narendra Modi, is 73 years, he works for 20 hours and he sleeps for only 2 hours, and then he always looks bright and shining. Lucky fellow. Where is the secret? Sri Krishna was constantly being plotted against. Somebody or other wants him dead all through his life. But that fellow Sri Krishna, constantly smiling. Must be a mad fellow, no? Only a mad fellow can smile in the wake of such a grave danger. What is more? See, somebody coming and scolding you is one. You feel already so insulted. But now imagine somebody is holding your neck and wanting to stifle you. How much more you will feel? But that fellow was all through his life. What enabled him? That's a secret. Open secret, by the way. Because it's available for anybody who asks the question. But most people don't ask that question. That's why it's a secret. So the moment you ask that question, you can go to the root of that problem. And the root of the problem is incorrect understanding. Let's say there is fire. I don't know. Fire burns. I keep my hand. It burns. Ayo, it burned. If I keep on crying, who would you call a fool? The fire or me? Of course, me. What other names would you like to give me? And how will you advise me to learn? So can one of you tell me, how will you advise me to learn? What will you tell me?
Don't touch the fire.
Idiot, silly fellow. Don't you have common sense? What did you touch? Fire. And what fire does? Burns. Learn that, stupid fellow. Won't you say like that? See? So happily saying. Very happy to call the others stupid. Isn't it? We are so eager to call others stupid, idiot, silly fellow. But my own stupidity? No, I'm not stupid. You are stupid. My stupidity is not recognizing the reality of life. And I got burned. And when some teacher teaches me that I got burned because of my own stupidity, I have to have the simple wisdom to learn that. And when I realize the reality of life, then no more the life can disturb. Then you also will be a mad fellow like Sri Krishna. Okay. Okay. Stupid. Okay. Idiot. Okay. That's all. Huh? I'm a Mahabuddha. Okay. What is there? So only by realizing reality can you escape from all this. You cannot escape work, but you can realize the nature of work. And you can realize the nature of the stress. Stress is not by the work, not by the aim, not by doing, but will I get the result or not? So therefore, Krishna teaches, give up the attachment to the fruit of your action. Karmanne vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Do your duty with the utmost sincerity, but don't be attached to the fruit of your action. It is the fruit of your action that binds you, that makes you feel stressed. Does that bring clarity? Yeah. So not that as a child you have less responsibility, as an adult one has more responsibility. Both have responsibilities. Both have. In fact, a child's life is even more miserable. At the adult can yell at others, hey, I'm an adult, I know what to do. But deep within the adult is thinking, I really don't know what to do, but I just yelled, what should I do? But they cannot go and tell somebody. As a child, at least you can go and tell somebody, I don't know what to do, I don't know this. But an adult feels, if your teacher comes to the class, math teacher, and you ask a question, the teacher cannot say, hey, I don't know. Teacher has to be knowledgeable, no? If the teacher comes and says, Anita Aditi, Namit Aditya, I don't know, but I'm your teacher. Stupid fellow, go. So now the teacher has to act as if he or she knows everything. But in a way, I don't know gives me an opportunity to learn. Not that I know everything. In life, impossible to know everything. But what is one fundamental thing that you can know by which you can be in freedom is nature of who you are, nature of the world, your relationship to the world. When that question is settled within you, then whatever else you do, you will do it with ease. You'll have no tension. And that is why whatever we are doing, we are doing. What are we doing? I don't know, but we do something. Chanting, contemplation. But mostly what I feel is, we giggle and we go away. I don't know what we do. So this should be called as a joke session. Anyway, so all right. Yeah, so when you do what you do, be very clear why you are doing. And that is called sankalpa. So we started with a prayer to remind ourselves again, why am I doing this? Asatoma sadgamaya. I want to move from untruth to truth, because it's only in truth that I find freedom. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. From the darkness of the ignorance to light of the wisdom. When I realize the truth, then I become free. Till then, the ignorance causes me to feel stressed or unhappy or miserable. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Mrutyorma amritangamaya. There's something that is constantly changing and shifting away, going away. What is reality in life? What is permanent in life? Only on realizing the permanent nature, what is permanent nature and what is impermanent, can I be truly free in life. So our intention in the session is to realize such truths which don't change, whether you are a child, whether you are an adult, or whether you are an old person, whether you are a previous generation or whether you're in the next generation, it doesn't change. Sri Krishna taught this thousands of years back. It's remained the same. This is the only unchanging reality of life. That's why it is given so much of reverence. See, if you write about history, history is only true in some context, depending upon who has written. Whereas Bhagavad Gita is not history. What is history? His story. Who is that his there? Some fellow, some silly fellow. Alexander the what? Idiot. No, great. Alexander the Great. No, but we should be really calling him Alexander the Idiot. Through Bhagavad Gita, you cannot really conquer the world. And conquering the world has no meaning. What are you conquering in the world? Therefore, the wise rishis in India called the one who conquers his own limitations and realizes his true nature as Mahavira. In India, the greatest Veera, Mahavira, greatest Veera, is not a silly fellow like Alexander the Great. You don't have the photo of Alexander the Great in our temples and in our scriptures and saying, he is Mahavira, look, Mahavira, Alexander. You don't have. You have many such people in India. Whether it is Rama or any other, hundreds of other warriors have come and gone. You don't call them as great. They called as warriors. Okay, they've done something valuable. But who in India is called as the greatest? Mahavira. What was Mahavira? He was a king. What did he do? As Bahubali, he went and fought with his brother Bharata, and he won over Bharata, and he won the whole kingdom. But in that victory, he felt it is not complete. I have won over the other fellow, but the other fellow now I've made him feel small. I don't think this is the true victory. So he gave it back to his brother. He went in search of what is the truth of life. And then when he realized the truth of his life, he became completely free from all these afflictions of life. And then he was called Mahavira. In Shamana Belagola, there is one huge statue of Mahavira. There he is called as Gommateshwara. In the Jainas, there is Digambara Jainas. There is no more attachment to the body. So they are at a stage where they've given up their clothes also. So no more the society can shame them. Hey, for a little child, that's how you teach shaming. Puppy shame, puppy shame. Yeah, haven't you heard? And then suddenly child doesn't know what are they? Why are they calling puppy shame, puppy shame? Look at small children. They are happy to run around without necessarily wearing their underwear or anything. But everybody around them are puppy shame, puppy shame. So suddenly they learn the concept of shame. Shame is not natural to you. You learn the concept called shame. Anger is natural to you, not natural to you. You learn the concept called anger. Stress is not natural to you. You learn the concept called stress. A dog typically has all the diseases of the owners. Dogs can have diabetes, dogs can have heart attack, dogs can have the same kind of diseases, same kind of mood patterns as the owners. Just like that is each one of us. Depending upon who is around us, how they behave, we learn that behavior. And that behavior is the one which causes us to go into all this grief. So the one who becomes victorious over what is learned, and in what is learned, what is truth and what is untruth, one who is able to differentiate, and the one who is able to overcome his or her own limitations, beyond shame, beyond guilt, beyond anger, beyond worry, one who realizes his true nature as that bliss and peace, that person we call as Mahavira. And such a person we revere in India. Whether it is Ramana Maharshi, whether it is Sai Baba, whether it is Vinay Guruji, whether it is Prabhuji, who we revere, not because of their money, their position, their power. For that matter, Mahavira had not even clothes. What is there to see there? There's nothing. No, not even a loin cloth. Ramana Maharshi lived a very simple life. Sai Baba had no possessions. But why we revere them? Because they escaped this bondage and lived life completely free from all these afflictions of life. All right? Is this bringing clarity? Any further questions? So now you're clear about why we started with the prayer, and also whether responsibility makes the tension or what causes the tension. Correct? These are the two questions that we looked into.